Hey, it's your man StyleCon coming at you today with another video. Right now, I'm just chilling at the cigar lounge with the Sindicato. Got the Seiko model. I'm still enjoying this one. This is starting to become one of my favorites, believe it or not. Definitely become one of my favorites. Don't wear it that often, but I do enjoy it when I do wear it. Now, let's get into today's topic of discussion. Now, this is going to be a serious one for watch collectors, but also can be a good thing. You say, StyleCon, what's your topic of discussion for today? That is the watch market taking a huge dump, and it's only going to get worse. Good for you and me, those people that are looking for bargains for particular watches. You're going to be able to get them, and I'm going to tell you how you know when the time is right to either get in or get out. Now, let me give you a little bit of a background. StyleCon was a commodities broker for about 10 years. So I know a little bit about the markets. And when all these watches were booming, Rolex and Patek, prices were going through the roof. There was a lot of things involved. I mean, people were getting PPP loans. And if you check it out, there's a bunch of scammers that got caught in our country. I mean, these guys were going out buying watches and Ferraris, and you had the flippers thinking everything's going to be great. So everybody's in the game, so it's increasing the prices of the watches. You had student loans. They were forgiven in this country for a little while. Now you have to pay back your student loan. And with anything, Louis Vuitton, Gucci, Prada, you know who the biggest purchasers of these products are? It's the middle class in America. Gucci and Louis Vuitton, if they only sold to rich people, they'd be out of business. So you got all these middle class people, got all this money, and then they went crazy with it. Now, I'll give you a little brief example here, too. StyleCon got himself a newer used car during the COVID era. My interest rate was so low. I paid $4 a month. Now, I'm not bragging about any money or anything like that because I don't pocket watch, but I was going to pay the car cash. So I went to the bank and the guy was like, your interest is like 1.9%. It's like, why would I want to pay? I'd be a bonehead to give up my money. I'll put my money and let it sit and earn some interest. I throw it in the stock market. I'm getting way more money than that. So it's like, no, that was a no-brainer. So a lot of people that were buying these products, why is the market drying up? The free money dried up. Think about it. You got all this money that was given for free for a minute. You got these loans that were given. We in America, you got $1,600, another $1,600, and people were going out and buying things because that's what the middle class does in this country. They will go out and buy things they shouldn't. But now, this is the kicker. It's the interest rates. The interest rates now are very high, and things are slowing down. Look at it. They're not moving certain cars. Tesla, before they were raising their car prices. Tesla has been lowering their car prices because people aren't buying them because the interest rates. Homes, at least in the United States, I can't speak for any place else, the average loan is 8%. That's a lot of money when it before was like 3 and 4%. That's damn near free money. So now you got a choice. I need a place to live because in this country, the rents have been increasingly going up. It's astronomical here. So what are you going to do? You want to buy a watch, or you need a car to drive back and forth to work? You need a house to stay in. What are you going to do? And it all revolves around the interest rates. As the interest rates do climb, the watch market will get worse. Mark my words, like I said, I've been a commodities broker. I did it for 10 years. This is just the way the game is played. People aren't going to go out and buy certain things when the interest rates are high. Your credit card, man, actually, I just had this happen to me maybe about 6 months ago. I had a very low interest rate on a credit card. Go through credit union. Paid 8% interest, which is pretty much damn near free money. They sent me a letter saying they're going to jack it up to 12%. It's like, man, 12%, but I get it because they have to charge more money, for interest and things like that. So they're only passing the cost on to me. So most people, and I'm not going to say everyone, but you're going out buying a $10,000 watch. Some people are just slapping it on a credit card. Credit card interest rates were lower. Now it's higher. And guess what? Nobody's buying these watches. Now, don't get me wrong, like a brand like Patek that makes like 50,000 watches a year, they're not going to get hurt. But a brand like Rolex, which I do watch other YouTube channels, CRM, they talk about the prices are coming down, but they don't give you the real reason. They're saying it's a market correction. No, it is not a market correction. The people that had all that free money, the middle class that were going out there buying these watches, realized my interest rate's going up. I can't afford that right now. So when you want to know how good or how bad the market will go, because like I said, it's not just watches, it's sneakers. The sneaker market is taking a dump. It's the car market. They've got these $100,000 cars on these lots that they can't even move right now because people aren't buying them because of the interest rates. So you, as a watch collector, if you don't listen to anything I ever tell you, this is the most important information I could give you, and no one out there is telling you the truth. It's all revolves around that interest rate. If the interest rate goes up another point or two, it's like right about 8 for a house. If it goes up to 9 or 10, market's going to crash. It's just going to keep coming down because people are going to buy. It's like, man, I got to get a house. I need a place to live. Rent's going to go up because of this interest rate. Now, when you know the market's going to get better is when the interest rates go lower. So if it's 8% now, and from what I've been checking out in the market, 2024 isn't going to be better for the interest rates. So as these interest rates decrease, the watch prices will go back up because people will go out and spend that expendable cash that they have. So when you're worried about it, you're going, hey man, these watches, it's not looking good. Well, it's not going to look good because of the interest rates. Like I said, not too many people have $10,000, $15,000 to go shell out on these watches. Now, some do. I'm not, like I said, I don't pocket watch. I don't know how much money you have. But a lot of people buy watches on credit. They go in, they slap down their credit card, they pay that interest, they pay that monthly payment till that watch is paid. And that's the way, like Rolex. They make too many watches for rich people. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're limited watches that they only make so many of. The rich people are going to want that. But the middle class person, that Submariner, that Pepsi, that root beer, that Hall, these are all coming down. They're coming down for one reason only. It's the interest, and these people are like saying, I'm not paying 9% interest. Right now, my credit card is a little over 12%. I'm not going to buy a $5,000 watch on a credit card. I mean, I've always paid cash for my watch, and I feel fortunate. But I'm in that $2,500 to $6,000 range. I'm not overdoing it. But the thing is, I've always been able to pay cash for watches, so I like that. But if you got the cash to buy watches now, go ahead and do it. This is a great time. And like I said, it's going to get worse. So if you're following my lesson here, as the interest rates, if it climbs up, price is going to come down. So it's like, just keep watching that as it climbs up. It's like, okay, that watch that you wanted was $15,000. Now it's down to 12. 11, because they can't sell it, because the average person puts things on credit cards. They don't carry $15,000, $16,000, $20,000 in cash. I was at my old barber shop, and my barber said, how many of you guys in here have $20,000? A couple of us, yeah, we got 20. He said, no, do you really have $20,000? It's like, when you think about it, most people don't. You got your money tied up in your 401k, say at work. If you're in profit sharing and you contribute money. If you're in the stock market and you're giving money, out of your paycheck weekly, you actually have to go someplace to get it. Now, once again, not saying everyone. I want to make that perfectly clear. But the average person doesn't have $20,000 in their bank just doing nothing. You might have 20. But it's in the stock market, you got it someplace, you bought a rental property, you're fixing up. You got your money tied up into something. That's the average person. So making a long or short video long, the essence of this video is keep an eye on the interest rates. That will dictate when the market will go back up or if it will fall more. Right now, from the people that I follow, 2024 is not going to be a good year for interest, so those watches will be dropping again. But as soon as you see 7%, 6%, 5%, those prices are going to come back up. And on that note, it's your man StyleCon. Thank you for taking the time out of your day to watch my video. If you have any questions or comments, as usual, leave them down below, and I will check you out in the next video.